What's good, everyone? Thanks for checking out the video. So this one here is basically going to be part 2 to the one that I just put out, me ranking the tier 1s. This one is going to be me ranking the tier 2 Tmnt vehicles. Some of the vehicles on that list are going to be the Shredder Mobile, Raf's Speedboat, Cyclone Cycle, Footski, Sewer Dragster, Blimp 2, just a whole bunch of Tmnt vehicles. But I got about 23 here on the list. And so let's go ahead and get to number 23. All right, and at number 23, we've got the Cyclone Cycle from 1994. And unpopular opinion, but I just never really got into this style. It's definitely not one of my favorites, but that's not to say that I couldn't possibly have it in my collection at one point. If I was able to find it for a good deal, I might pick it up. All right, and coming in at number 22, we've got the Mutor Ref from 1992, and it's just another one that I didn't have as a kid, and I don't know, it just doesn't, there's just not really a whole bunch going on, so yeah, it ranks 22. All right, coming in at 21, it's the Ninja Grappler, and I definitely have this one sealed in box, but only because I got a really good deal on it. And it's just one of those ones that is just such a wacky design, and I don't know, I just didn't have any real connection to it, so it's at 21. All right, at number 20, we've got the Metal Mutant Cycle from 1995. And this one here is honestly a step up above their normal bike, but the only reason why it's this high is honestly because it's shiny, and I like the Metal Mutant figures. I really would like to get those, but yeah, it's at 20. All right, coming in at number 19, it is the Muta Carrier, and I will go ahead and say it, I haven't always been the biggest mutations fan, still not, but this one here is pretty cool when it's mutated, and I would probably never have it in the turtle form. But the other way would be a cool way to display all of your foot soldiers. And just in case you didn't know, there is a foreign version, and it looks like this, which is kind of cool, and I might actually look for one. All right, and coming in at 18 is Leo's Jolly Turtle Tugboat. This is another one of those kind of weird ones. I guess it would be kind of cool for some kids in the bathtub. The artwork is definitely very, very cool, but yeah, it's at number 18. All right, at 17, we've got Leo's Turtle Trike. And remember, I'm trying to rank this, so this one here is 1991, and you know, the Cyclone Cycle came out in 1990, and it's pretty much the same thing. They added a couple things, painted it differently, but yeah. All right, and at number 16, we've got the Sludge Mobile from 1990. This one here is going to be hitting home for a lot of TMNT collectors. I'm sure a lot of them had this one as a kid. Definitely one of those cool early vehicles. All right, at number 15, it's Don's pizza-powered turtle prop from 1994. Definitely didn't have this one as a kid. I thought it was kind of a cool one, and I thought the blades and all the action on it was very, very cool and interesting. Obviously, some great box art on this one, and this one here is definitely rising in price. Definitely would not mind adding this one to the collection very soon. My number 14 spot goes to the Ninja New Cycle. This is definitely one of my favorite box arts of any of the vehicles. Not one of my favorite vehicles, but the box art itself is very, very cool. Although I can see how this might hold a special place in some of the collectors' hearts out there. Thinking on it now, yeah, I could see how this would be a fun vehicle. All right, now we're getting to those money vehicles. The 1990 Sewer Dragster comes in at number 13. I had this one as a kid. I think most kids had this one. Just an all-around awesome vehicle. All right, and in the 12th spot, we've got the Footski. I honestly thought this one would be a little bit lower on my list, but now that I have so many foot soldiers, I definitely accumulate these and use these to display a lot of my foot soldiers, so yeah, so I can appreciate it now. All right, coming in at the 11th spot, it's the Turtle Cycle, and just for that box art alone, it almost got put in the top 10. Very cool vehicle. I know probably most, like 90% of us turtle kids had this one growing up, and if you didn't, You didn't have this one? Comment down below. Tell me you didn't have this one. This thing was so cool it even made it into the cartoon. All right, cracking the top 10 is Mike's Pizza Chopper Backpack. This one here, it's from 1991, and this one here, it just brings a little bit of excitement to the collecting. I definitely didn't have it as a kid. There's no nostalgia, but it's sort of kind of a, not a grail per se, but it's getting up there, it's rising. A lot of collectors are looking for this one right now, and it's sort of fresh and new and exciting. That's why it's going to be taking my number 10 spot. I am looking for one. All right, coming in at number 9, we've got the 4x4 Shelltop Buggy from 1991. This one here is kind of one of those ones that you got as a kid, that you got it after you pretty much had everything else. This vehicle here has definitely grown on me as of recently, and you can still get it for a pretty decent price. I think they're going for about $60 complete. Not too shabby. All right, taking the 8th spot is the Cyclone Cycle from 1989. Very, very cool box art on this one, and another very iconic vehicle from those early years. This one here, if you're a collector now, has got to be in your collection. Just an absolute banger vehicle. All right, coming in at number 7 is the 1991 Knucklehead. I absolutely love this vehicle. I thought it was super cool growing up. I actually didn't have it, and it's one of those ones that I always wanted but never got. Always super cool, and I got to see it in the cartoons, and just it was always one of those ones that I wanted. So, and now I have 2 of them, and I got some foot soldiers riding on it, and they look fantastic. All right, taking the 6th spot is Raf's Sewer Speedboat, and man, this one here, look at that box art, just incredible. Lots of fond memories with this one, playing in the pool and just having all kinds of fun with this vehicle. So it's taking the 6th spot. Obviously not as cool as Mike's Pizza Speedboat, but still very, very nostalgic. All right, taking the number 5 spot is the Shredder Mobile from 1991. I had this one as a kid, loved it. Obviously not as cool as the Foot Cruiser, but still pretty much anything that they were putting out around this time was pretty much good. All right, coming in at the number 4 spot, it's 1993 Farmer Mike's Turtle and Tractor. Now remember, this is my tier 2 list, guys. This isn't my tier 1s, okay? So don't be coming after me. But obviously this one isn't as cool as Farmer Don. Farmer Don's a little bit more desirable. That's why he's on my tier 1 list. But nonetheless, Farmer Mike is very desirable. Didn't have it as a kid, but I do now. All right, taking my number 3 spot on the list is the Technodrome Scout from 1993. This one here is one of those ones kind of like the Knucklehead. I didn't have it as a kid, but I always wanted it, and I thought it was so cool, especially when I saw it in the cartoon. Just one of those cool ones, and everyone loves the Technodrome, so a smaller version of the Technodrome is always going to be cool in my book, so that's why it is at number 3. How perfect is this? My number 2 spot is gonna be the Turtle Blimp 2. I know I kind of harped on Leo's Trike for being kind of a copy, but what is not to like about this Blimp 2? Just a new cool design on it, and it kind of looked a little bit more like the cartoon. So I like them both. I don't know about you, but Turtle Blimp 2 is at number 2. All right, I know the suspense is killing you, but my number 1 spot goes to Mike's Cowabunga Surf Buggy from 1991. Just such a cool vehicle, lots of pieces to collect, just an all-around interesting vehicle. When you started this video, how many people thought that this was going to be my number 1 vehicle? Anyone out there? If you did, leave it down in the comments saying that you picked this one. And if it is your favorite one, also leave it down in the comments. I don't know what it is about this one. I'm usually not a hippie kind of piece guy, but I definitely like this little dune buggy. And what do you guys think of it? I also did a Is Yours Complete on this vehicle, so if you are collecting it, go ahead and check out that video. I'll go ahead and post it in the top right up there for you. And thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all enjoyed the list. Hopefully there was a couple twists and turns and surprises along the way. Go ahead and let me know what your top 3 vehicles on this tier 2 list is down in the comments. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Later.